All right. Since we are live, let's check it out. Just a quick pop-up live. Salute to the mighty LDBC. Much love to the chat. Those of y'all that's in the building early, smash the like button as you come on in. I say smash the like button as you come on in. We're going to talk a little boxing in the AM. Share the video and spread the word to the ends of the earth. 78 Sports TV is live, you dig. All right, y'all, give me a second here while I share my own video on Twitter. Let me put my joint out here on Twitter. Do what it do. Give me 1 second here, y'all. All right, let's see. All right, let's go and get to the smoke then. Let's go and get to the smoke. See, we got in the building thus far in the AM. We got, what happened? Let's see what we got here. Sniper in the building. What's happening with it? Del Reeve. HC Boxing is in the building. Young Hollywood. We got Shy Shot Caller. Salute. Skullduggery in the building. Slip the Jab up in here. Gabe Moore. Spence NYC. We got my brother, Chef Deputy Max, Stephen L. What's happening with it? Jay Barr in the building. Lacey the Great. CB Sports TV, my brother Carl Burrell. JL Boxing and Esports. Vernon Stones. Mook Styles P. Fuquan. Young World's in the building. Jermaine 419, what's happening with it? Justin Cash. Mr. Brave. QCP 1 Thigh Wow. I said Mook. Let me see here. We got my brother Justin Cash in the super chat early, coming through with the 2-piece. Appreciate the support, bro. Crod 7-4. What it do? Torino Jenkins, salute. Darth in the building. Y'all must have forgot Young Mustafa in the building. Star City J, what it do, family? So everybody joining me on this pop-up live on Saturday. Y'all know I usually don't go live on Saturday unless it's at night after a post-fight or something like that, you know what I mean? But anyway, I was checking out some Terence Crawford interviews, and Bud, Bud has some interesting things to say ahead of his bout in a couple of short weeks here with Canelo Alvarez. So let's listen to a little bit of what Bud had to say.
All those doubters, at the end of the day, at the end of the fight, they all gonna cry when they get home. You know, and I meant that. Everybody's talking about the size and me being a smaller fighter, but if you look on the stage, I've been sparring these big dudes my whole career. Like how I'm gonna take a punch? They punch me every time we spar. So it's okay. Once we get in the ring and they see something different, like each and every time, it's gonna be another excuse. The reason why Terence won and this and that and that is, but I can assure you I'm gonna be victorious, and after that we're gonna have another parade.
All right, so Bud said his mission on this one is to make Canelo fans cry, his doubters cry. He also talked about a knockout in the sit-down part of that interview. He's talking about stopping Canelo. He's saying a lot of people doubting him. He said he was asked about Jerron Boots Ennis sparring Canelo. He said, Jerron Boots Ennis ain't me. I'm happy that Canelo's getting the best sparring he can get. so there won't be no excuses when I smash the gas on him. You dig? Say, hey man, I like what I'm hearing from Bud. I like his attitude. What's up, Black Ham TV? What's up with brother Stephen X in the building? J. Cole, what's happening? So yeah, man. I mean, look, Bud is talking like a pound for pound best fighter in the world. I don't hear no wavering. I don't hear no nervous energy in his voice. Not that nervousness would say that he gonna lose. Ain't nothing wrong with being nervous, but Bud seems to be very confident. And after what he did to Earl Spence and the fashion that he did to Earl Spence, I cannot bring myself to ever pick against Terence Crawford unless he fight a heavyweight or something crazy. You know what I mean? Which I thought this fight was crazy because of the weight disparity and Canelo's chin. All right. And Canelo can crack. Canelo has put people to sleep. And but so this is a very dangerous fight for Terence Crawford. But if he can pull this off, man, I hope he can, man. I'm telling you, man, this is gonna make my summer, man. It's gonna be a perfect ending to the summer, man. If he go up in here and beat Canelo, this is gonna be some legendary status stuff. What's happening with the slip the jab? Freedom's March in the building. Sister Shower. What's your name? Watasin. I'm sorry if I mispronounced your name. You said Canelo going to turn him into a piñata. Maybe he will, but he got to show and prove. He got to show and prove. Canelo could go up in here and easily win this fight. This could be a one-sided destruction by Canelo. It could be that way. I'm not naive, you know what I'm saying? But it could also go the other way, the way I wanted to go. My Washington says, I'd like to talk, but once you get in there and you actually get hit by a 168-pounder, it's different. Don't like the punches Bud was taking at 154 either. Yeah, I understand that. That's fair because that bothered me too. But Bud always gets hit. He gets hit, he got hit in smaller weight classes. He got hit at 154. He definitely cannot afford to be getting hit by Canelo Alvarez. That's what I do know. He definitely cannot afford to be getting hit by Canelo. That's not a good look. It's not going to work out for him. But I think Bud has to have the right. Bud has to have the right mixture of aggression and defense. Okay, This has to be the definition of the true definition of boxing: to hit and not get hit. Forget about what the fans is talking, and the crowd gonna be for Canelo. We already know that. They gonna boo. If they booing, that means Bud is winning. If they booing, that means Bud is winning. Okay. If they cheering the whole fight, that smells a disaster for Bud. So Bud has to, being a smaller man, this is not about proving you how tough you are, how strong you are. You know what I'm saying? What Apollo Creed tell Rocky when he was fighting Clubber Lang, it doesn't take a man to stand there and get your head beat off. So that's all I'm saying. But don't go in there listening to Turkey and them and all them people talking about the cat and mouse and Tom and Jerry stuff. Forget all of that. You go in there and do what you have trained to do your whole life, and that's fight. That's box. Right? So go up in there and box Canelo, and I think Bud should be okay. It's going to be dangerous. He might even get knocked down, you know what I'm saying, or hurt in this fight. But he's going to have to muster up everything he got left. He'll have to muster it all up, you know what I mean, to win this one. You say if Berlanga can go 12 rounds, Bud can. Hey, man. Berlanga, big dude, too. But I think Bud can make 12 rounds, though, for sure. So what I want to see from Bud is the first round. It's probably going to be a fill-out round for them because Bud usually takes a minute to process information and stuff like that. I would like to see Bud get that jab working, though. You know what I'm saying? I would like to see him get that jab working. And, whatever stance he's going to be, orthodox or southpaw, get that jab working. and try to catch Canelo's timing. Study him right away. Don't let Canelo come out there and bully you. Because I have a strong belief, a sneaky suspicion that Canelo is going to come out in the first round and try to bully and try to dominate Bud. You know what I mean? A lot of people think Canelo ain't going to do that until like the third round or something. Nah. I think Canelo's going to try to do that he's going to try to set the tone immediately. He's going to come in there and try to walk Bud down. Now, when Canelo is walking people down, he's very, very dangerous. You see what I'm saying? When Canelo is walking you down, that means he's confident and he's dangerous. You know what I'm saying? He coming, them body shots is going to be something vicious. And he's deceptively fast. He's faster than people like to give Canelo credit for. You know what I mean? He said, hopefully the weight don't slow him down. You talking about Crawford? I don't think so. It don't look like he put on a lot of muscle mass or nothing like that. He look like he's in good shape. What's up, Brown Sugar Tay? Good morning. Dirt Game Boss, what's happening with it? The Messenger, 215. Bionic Prince. Said Canelo has no feet to keep up with Crawford. Yes, but that's what I'm saying. So Crawford has to find Canelo's weakness. He has to utilize the weaknesses of Canelo. Because I see people saying Crawford ain't got no legs no more. See, a lot of people saying Crawford ain't got no more legs, man. Look at how slow he looked at 154, man. And he, blah, blah. Styles make fights, bro. I remember when they said Floyd didn't have no legs no more. I literally remember people saying Floyd didn't have no legs no more. He's old. He's shot. And then he went there and fought Robert Guerrero and boxed circles around Guerrero, utilizing his legs. So Styles make fights, man. And in a similar way, people are like, for instance, the Devin Haney and the Brian Norman fight coming up. Now, a lot of people criticizing Devin Haney for his Ramirez performance, but y'all don't understand. Like, he fought Ramirez like that for a reason. He saw Ramirez's flaws and said, okay, well, this guy can't even hit me, so I'm gonna fight him this way. He's not gonna go in here and stand in the pocket and fight with Ramirez to please y'all after y'all just clowned the man for a whole year for getting hit with a left hook. And y'all completely gave Ryan a pass for cheating. Y'all don't even care he cheated. So why would Devin Haney come in the ring and then fight for y'all when he gave y'all that sacrifice the last time and y'all laughed at him? No. So that's how he fought Ramirez. But because he fought Ramirez in that fashion doesn't mean he's going to fight Brian Norman in that fashion, right? Styles make fights. You have to study your opponent and see what your opponent's weaknesses is or what you perceive their weaknesses are, and then try to exploit those. See what I'm saying? Now, as for, what's up, Eric Jordan? What it do? Rick Blackwell, what's happening with it? J-Man. He said, did I see Najee? Yeah, I seen Najee. I'm going to do a video about it. I can talk about it in this, actually. Yeah, Najee. I seen Najee over there interviewing Ryan Garcia, It's just pathetic, bro. Like, but, it is. Man, I don't have no more faith in these dudes, bro. I never, listen, bro, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart, bro. I've never, in my boxing experience, just watching boxing as a kid, as an adult, I don't remember ever seeing any person do the stuff Ryan Garcia has done and gotten a complete pass from boxing fans, boxing establishment. And I've never seen nothing like this. I've never seen it. And especially from black boxing fans or black boxing media. Like, we have the power to shut Ryan out and punish him for that. I mean, this dude literally just says, hey, my bad, man. Hey, man, it is what it is. Hey, So, and this is my thing. How are you going to tell me, all you Ryan Garcia defenders out there, how are you going to tell me that Ryan Garcia, who has admitted to drinking alcohol in the build-up to the Devin Haney fight, he said he admitted in the Najee interview, he said he was drunk at the press conference, right? The man has admitted to smoking weed, right, in the build-up. He admitted to having some bipolar symptoms, right? Because, when you bipolar and manic and stuff like that, he said, like, you say stuff and you do stuff that you don't want to do. And then you feel sorry later, you know what I mean? But you don't realize what you're doing at that moment. if that's true, Ryan, which it is, then how are you going to convince us that you didn't take steroids? How? If you took, listen, you can't tell me you were out of your mind. You were doing drugs. You were smoking. You were drinking. You was going on racist rants. You was threatening your baby mamas and all the type of stuff, destroying hotel property. But it's no way in ever I would ever take a PED. No, that's a conspiracy. See, Victor Conte and the Haneys and this, bro, never in my life have I seen something like this before. Make it make sense. So anyway, yeah, Najee upset me because I thought he was more solid than that. I seen him check Teofimo Lopez, so I thought, he was going to be solid. But nah, this dude, he was so ecstatic to sit down with Ryan and, oh, Ryan, yeah, man, I got the biggest guy in the sport, man. Just sitting down with you, man, is amazing. Okay, And Ryan, so once you start talking to Ryan like that, he know he got you. Like, oh, yeah, this dude ain't going to do nothing. He ain't going to do nothing. You got to make them guys uncomfortable. What's up with the La D? You got to make guys like Ryan uncomfortable when they're around. Like, he shouldn't be able to go on a racist rant like that and then apologize, say, I'm sorry, and then that's it. Especially when you got guys like Wiz Khalifa and Rampage Jackson, all the rest of these G's running around here. Man, Ryan ain't racist, man. I ain't worried about Ryan. I ain't worried about this. I ain't worried about that. No, he ain't racist. He said Najee used to ish on Dev heavy when he was at 135. That don't surprise me. A lot of these dudes do that. They write. Listen, I'm gonna tell you a secret about the boxing media. And when I say boxing media, I'm talking about the YouTubers too. What's up, Gregory X? What to do, brother? Boxing YouTubers and boxing media in general, they ride waves, bro. A lot of them, most of them, not. I say like 85% of them, right? The technique that they use is this. They wait to see how they wait to see who's popping. So if this particular fighter has a big following and everybody like him, then they'll ride that fighter. They'll deride him because they want those fans and that popularity to translate over to their channel. And they'll rarely ever criticize that guy, right? So it's a scam, it's a con. The boxing media does the same thing, right? But when that guy, if the perception is this guy gets hated on a lot and people don't like him, then they'll jump on that bandwagon. I've seen people do it on YouTube. I'm telling you, I've literally seen people go from liking the fighter, and then as soon as everybody started dissing the fighter, they jump on the bandwagon. Like, people, listen, man, that's how so many people got lynched back in the day. You know what I'm saying? That's what happens, bro. People, it's a mob mentality, fam. People they see a bunch of people walking down the street with nooses, and they follow. You know what I'm saying? Few people stand on business and say, nah, I ain't with that. My brother D-Man Jr. in the Super Chat, the 2-piece, appreciate the love, bro. So what's good with my bro? How you feeling? Feeling good, bro. Feeling good. Doing the best I can do right now. Doing the best I can do, homie. Appreciate the support, though. Tim TV say people are scared to stand by themselves. Yeah, they are, because they're cowards. Most people are followers, bro. They're scared to say, hey, man, this is what I believe, and just leave it at that. You know what I mean? But the thing is, back to Canelo and Bud, I think that, like I said, Bud has to be very measured and controlled in this fight. He can't lack discipline, which Bud rarely does anyway. But he can't lack discipline. He has to come in there and he has to hit and not get hit, right? And I think he's established his jab in the first round because that's what messed up Earl. When Bud established that jab early, like his powerful jab from Bud. If he can do that to Canelo, I don't know if he can, but if he can do that to Canelo with that jab, then Bud gonna have an easy night if he can do that with that jab. But Bud is gonna definitely have to be careful in the midst of exchanges because Canelo is an excellent counter puncher. And he's, like I said, deceptively fast. He's powerful. He got a solid chin, very, very solid chin. So a lot of people picking Bud to stop Canelo. I don't see that. I don't see him stopping him. I can see him winning, and I can see him dominating. You know what I'm saying? I can even see Bud losing. But stopping Canelo, I don't see that. I hope he does. If he does that, man, I'll be pleasantly surprised if he stopped Canelo. Do you know how much trash I'm gonna talk if Bud stopped Canelo? Forget about it. Lala say, and Bud likes to start dogging it out when he gets hit, but he had control over himself in that 154-pound fight. Yeah, that's what you gotta do. He gonna have to have control. Sean E says, would he be better than Floyd if he stopped Canelo? Yeah, to me he would. To me he would, but I don't know if he's gonna. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Eric Jordan in the cash app. Appreciate the love, bro. Said drug cheat Ryan was doing it for Miguel to get clapped. Yeah, get Ryan up out of here. Pack him up. What's up, Ravens Nation? Says stoppage doesn't have to be a knockout. It can be the cornerstone. Oh, yeah. Listen, bro. If Bud stops Canelo in any fashion, KO, TKO, Canelo quit, the corner stop it, anything, if the ref stop it, anything like that, it's the same to me. It's all the same to me. All the same to me, dog. Yep, I'm with it. But regardless of the fact, I would like to see, Bud be victorious. But this is going to be a tough fight. I'm going to be nervous watching this one, man. You know what I mean? But I appreciate Crawford going for greatness. And I see a lot of people talking about, oh, he ain't going for greatness. He going for a bag. Like, man, shut up, bro. But just, like, this is what I'm trying to say, bro. All right, listen. Let's say hypothetically, Bud is just going for a bag. Hypothetically, let's say he's doing that. If Bud was hypothetically just going for a bag, which he's not, he's going for undisputed, but let's say he was just going for a bag, wouldn't that still be better than a guy like Gervonta Davis, who's 135 pounds, refusing to fight other 135-pounders, refusing to fight good 140-pounders, refusing to fight good 147-pounders, but is willing to go all the way up and fight some dude at 200 pounds, 190 pounds, who ain't even Jake Paul. Like, bro, shut up, man. Y'all dudes be all over the place with y'all ridiculous criticisms, man. Darth in the super chat with that 10-piece. Much love and much appreciation, family. Thank you, sir. He says, I think Crawford should stick and move like Laura did. If Laura can beat Canelo, in my opinion, I agree, then Crawford can with more speed. Since Canelo can also gas out. Yeah, Canelo has some stamina issues for sure in the second half of the fight. This is why I say I think it's imperative that Bud wins the first half of the fight. He's got to win the first half of the fight. I don't think it's a good thing to because Canelo, you got to assume already Canelo going to be up 2 rounds because he Canelo, and you know what I'm saying, that's just how they do. It's in Vegas. You got to assume he's going to be up 2 rounds. So Bud has to win. If Bud can win, realistically, if Bud can win 4 of the first 6 rounds, he going to beat Canelo. If he can win 4 of the first 6 rounds. Now, even if he split 3-3, it's going to be very difficult for him to win unless he stopped Canelo. Because if he split 3-3, let's say Canelo, him and Canelo both win 3 rounds in the first half of the fight. The second half is when Canelo starts slowing down. Right? Let's say Bud turns around and wins 5 of the next 6 rounds. Now to us, we gonna be ecstatic. Oh man, Bud won 8 rounds to 4, but that's not how it works in Canelo fights. just don't work like that. If Bud win 8 rounds to 4, that's a draw on the Canelo card. You understand me? If Bud wins, I'm put some money on the draw. Put some money on the draw. If Bud wins 8 rounds to 4, they're gonna call it a draw, bro. So he got to win. In my opinion, he got to win 4 of the first. He got to win 4 of the first. But got to win 9 rounds. Put it that way. He got to win 9 rounds to beat Canelo. He said Bud's biggest challenge would be not letting Canelo walk him down. Bud got to be ready to rotate. Absolutely. He going to have to, man. Because Canelo going to want to walk him down. Canelo's going to come in there and try to bully Bud. He's going to try to corner him and pound on him. And, man, yeah, it's going to get ugly. It's going to get ugly up in there. What's happening with it? Sheldon, LWC, nothing, my bro in the building. King W Boxing. Said, remember they tried to rob Bivol. That's what I'm saying. Bivol put the flu flops on Canelo, bro. If Bivol put the flu flops on Canelo, fam, he beat the mess out of Canelo. Yet, you know what I'm saying? See how they do? Canelo, he get the benefit of the doubt on a lot of these cards, man. So yeah, with Canelo, because Canelo's a fan favorite, he's a judge favorite. You know what I'm saying? So this is what's up with the condo? My brother sent me his son in the building. What's up, Charlie? Whoop whoop. G Code Woody in the building. Said, what's your Bud way? I think Bud, me personally, he should come in at the most comfortable. I don't think he should try to make the full 168. I think he should come in where he's comfortable. If he's comfortable at 163, then he should come in at that. Or if he's 165, he should come in at that. You know, whatever he feels strong, comfortable, and not sluggish, he should come in at that weight. You know what I mean? Maintain his speed. It don't, because this is why I say that. Because if Canelo catch him flush, if Canelo hurt Bud in this fight, if Canelo lands something, it's going to be over anyway. So that extra weight just going to slow you down. If you're not, you don't need it. Just come in where you're comfortable. Come in where you're comfortable so you can be fast, agile. You know what I'm saying? You can be like a jackrabbit. You know? Albert Dowdy, what's happening with it? Lala say, if he looks super muscular, I'll kind of worry. It depends. If it's a lean cut like how he looked with Earl. Listen, I'm gonna tell you something. When I seen him on the scale with Earl, I picked Earl the whole time. When I seen Bud on the scale at the weigh-in, yep, I knew. I wasn't never gonna verbalize it, but I knew. I said, man, this dude looked like an assassin. This dude looked like he trained his body to murk something. Like not to win a fight, to murk something. That was the most chiseled I ever seen Bud. Now, if he come in here with Canelo, I don't know what to weigh in. Cause see, the thing is, with Charlo, everybody was talking about, oh, Charlo's bigger than Canelo. I said, no, he's not, bro. Yes, he is, man. Charlo taller than him. I said, listen, dude, there's a difference. Okay? And I'm not talking about height. Charlo came in there looking soft against Canelo because he wasn't used to carrying that weight. See, Canelo is walking around heavy and cutting down to 168. Canelo walking around at like, what, 200 pounds? Solid little He-Man action figure. You know what I'm saying? And then he cutting down to 168. Charlo is fighting at 154, and then he blow up to like 180 pounds. So he feel like, oh, I'm a big dude. No, it's a difference, bro. I'm telling you. It's a difference. Big difference. Seen and Unseen Boxing is in the super chat with the 2-piece. Appreciate the love. It says, Bud got to go 12-0 if he wants to win 10 rounds draw. Man, you think so, bro? I think he got to win 9 rounds to get this fight. I would be shocked. I could be wrong, but I'd be shocked if they was fair to Bud in this fight. Like for real, if Bud wins 7 rounds clean, like it's no doubt he won those 7 rounds. Do y'all really think they're gonna give him a decision? No, I don't think so. But that's how boxing should be. If you win, you win. You know what I'm saying? But now they have conditioned us to accept robberies. We didn't watch so many robberies in boxing. Now we saying the stuff we saying now. Nah, Bud got to win like 9 rounds to get the decision. That's not even fair, bro. But they have conditioned us to accept this type of nonsense. Says Crawford moving up too many weight classes, and Canelo got a chin. He definitely got a chin. But that's why I say, man, this is gonna be interesting. This is gonna be interesting. Lala said Bud versus Jamel is good. Those press conferences will be insane. I would definitely go to the fight. I mean, I wanted to see Bud versus Jamel after the Earl fight, but Jamel ran up there to fight Canelo. PBC sacrificed Jamel to Canelo, trying to keep Canelo happy, and Canelo still left him. Just idiocracy, bro. That's what I mean by the PBC, bro. Just don't make no sense, man. Jermaine 49 said if Bud let Canelo get the first 4-5 rounds, it could get ugly for Bud. If Canelo win the first 4 or 5 rounds, I might turn it off, bro. I don't want to watch the rest of it. Can't let that happen at all. So PBC has given Canelo almost $100 million, probably more than that. PBC they was just tripping, bro. Canelo just went from network to network, promotional company to promotional company, just robbing everybody. Earl Johnson says how Bud reacts when Canelo hit him with the first good hard punch will let me know if Bud gonna win or not. Yeah, that's gonna be scary too. Waiting on Canelo to land that first one, cause Canelo gonna land something now. Said Crawford better close both Canelo eyes. Man, he gonna need to get behind that stick, man. I'm telling you, Crawford gonna need that jab to be superb. He gonna need that the same way he did Earl with that jab. He gonna need that jab to be superb versus Canelo. Feint's gonna have to be on 10. It's Principalities. What's up, bro? Sunchild say Bud will show his greatness again. I hope so. A 9 Mile player says Canelo got some nasty body shots. These are facts. Canelo got some of the best body punching in the sport. It can definitely get ugly. But yeah, I'm surprised that Turkey gave this fight to Dana White for, I guess, to launch Dana's TKO stuff or whatever. I don't trust Dana White, though. Said Mile Rook, what it do? Said Bud gonna sell his O. I saw it in the first face-off. Man, don't say that, bro. Please don't say that, man. Bud ain't finna sell that O. If Bud do that, bro, it's gonna break my heart, bro. If Bud go up in here, I'm gonna know too. If Bud don't go up in here and fight the way he supposed to fight, No, I ain't gonna speak that into existence. I don't believe that. Mo 2013, what's happening with it? Exactly, Stephen X. Dana White is definitely a slave master. Said my rule. You say you think he's scared? I didn't see him scared, bro. To me, he didn't look scared of Canelo. I didn't see no fear in Bud eyes at Canelo.
All those doubters, at the end of the day, at the end of the fight, they all gonna cry when they get home. You know, and I meant that. I meant that. You know, everybody's talking about the size and, you know, me being a smaller fighter, but if you look on the stage, I've been sparring these big dudes my whole career. Like, how I'm gonna take a punch? They punch me every time we spar. So, you know, it's okay. You know, once we get in the ring and they see something different, like each and every time, it's gonna be another excuse why, the reason why Terence won and this and that and that is. But I can assure you, I'm gonna be victorious, and after that, we're gonna have another parade.
Yeah, he looked confident and comfortable with me. I know that's not what you're talking about. You're talking about a press conference, but I didn't see it. Yeah, email it to me, bro. Let me see that. Let me check that out. See what you're talking about, because I didn't see it. I thought Bud. I just think he built different, bro. I think Bud is game bred, dog. He don't seem like he scared of Canelo. Bolo Vlog says, all that smoke Canelo had for Plant, I still don't see it the same for Crawford. But he not gonna talk to Crawford like that. He'll talk a little trash, but he ain't gonna talk to Crawford like that. Because he can't, he know Crawford can win the fight. Earl Johnson said, I got Bud winning by 2 rounds, 7-5. Okay. But like I say, if he wins on the scorecard 7-5, that means he really won like 9 rounds. Because that's how them judges they be doing. They always get Canelo extra 2 rounds. It's crazy. What's up, Marcus? What it do? Ravens Nation say Bud by 10th round TKO. Look here, man. If that happened, bro, I don't know, man. I'm a spaz all the way out. I'm gonna be so excited, bro. I'm jumping. Y'all better come right to YouTube. First of all, y'all need to watch my post fight anyway, because I jump right on my post fight. But if Bud stop Canelo, bruh, it's gonna be the most epic post fight I ever do. Mastermind, what it do? Yes, sir. Ascended Awakening says that's bet also 10th round. Okay. Yeah, I gotta figure out how to work these little website bets, man. I talk to my sister. She know how to do all that. London on the track say, I'm rooting for Bud, but I'm stuck to my initial gut feeling. Yeah, I feel you. Yeah, because I was like that too. Man. I was like that too. I said the same thing you saying. Like, man, it's a stupid fight, Bud. Just fight somebody else. Become undisputed at 154 and 160, win the belt or something. I said the same thing, man. But hey, man, I'm black. You know how we do. So if this brother believe in himself, I gotta ride with him. You know what I'm saying? I can't stand on the other side and then kiss his behind after he win. And I got to ride with him. You know what I'm saying? If he finna go to battle, I got to go with the brother, man. If he lose, then I'm gonna hold the L with him. That's just how I'm built, how I was raised. You know what I'm saying? Boxing fan times 4 in the super chat with that 2-piece. Appreciate the love, bro. He says, do you recommend putting money in the draw? I'm gonna put some money on the draw too. Put a couple dollars on the draw. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Young World in the super chat with that 20-piece chicken nugget. Thank you, good brother. Appreciate the support. He says EJ didn't look right against Bud. But Bud rose to the occasion, so dominant. I can't pick against the man. Bud is a stone cold killer. That fight. He said that fights to the level of his competition should be a good one. I think so, bro. I think it will be. I think it will be a good one. Truly Chosen 4-5 in the super chat with that 5-piece. Much love and much appreciation, fam. He says, thanks for hanging out with us on Saturday. Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir, brother. Yeah, I just had to pull up on Saturday, man. Come on through here. Yeah, I had one of the brothers had came to get a puppy. I was expecting him to get here at like 3 in the morning. So I had my alarm set for 3 in the morning, but then I'm asleep. I had just fell asleep too, man. I fell asleep like 12 or something. And he called me at like 1:30. He was like, hey, man, I'm 15 minutes away. I'm like, oh, man. I had to get up, middle of the night, go out there, fumbling around in the dark, hearing all kind of animal noises. You know, it's, boy, you got to go out there in the backyard, man. Hearing all animal noises, ripping and running. I had to get the puppy and take the puppy to do our meeting spot. And shout out to the homie 601. Drove up here from Mississippi. That brother must have been flying, boy. He must have been flying. Cause man, I did the math in my head. I'm like, yeah, if he drive this, he probably won't even make it here to about 5. I'm gonna give me some good sleep. Man, that brother was here at 1:30. My goodness gracious. That brother was flying. But anyway, yeah, I didn't really get too much sleep. I'm gonna make up for it tonight though. Let's see what we got here. What's up, BVO? I see you in the building. Sports Guy 17 in the super chat with that 2-piece. Appreciate the love, fam. He says, out here working in the sun. Shout out to 78 in the chat. Thank you, brother. Salute. Shout out to you, bro. Facts, Stephen L. Possums, raccoons. Them jokers there, man. Yeah, skunks is the worst though, because you mess around and be walking, and that's why I would take my this is what I do, because it'd be dark, right? So I take my phone, put the flashlight on, or I get my I got this powerful flashlight in my backpack, my fishing backpack in the car. I take that flashlight, turn it on. I need to go to the store. That's what I need to do. And get another outside light bulb for my backyard. It went out on me. I keep forgetting to get one. But anyway, man, you run into a skunk and scare that joker there, a skunk will spray you, man. Even if you miss, it's going to be stinking. It's going to be stinking something vicious. Ray Newberry says, he not getting up, Jim. He says, Crawford does that to Canelo, it's greatness. Man, if he win, period, it's greatness. But if he stop Canelo, man, best fight of our generation. Say Canelo better not come in juiced up to the gills. Now, wait a minute. Speaking of that, is it violent testing for this fight? I haven't heard anybody else heard anything about the violent testing for this fight. I hope Bud is smart enough to have Canelo getting tested, man. Okay, CJ Robinson said yes, it is. Okay, cool. Sheldon said we ran over a skunk in Texas. It got through the air conditioning vent. Oh, Lord of mercy. Ooh wee. Man, I know that was fire. Okay, he said Bomac said so in the interview. Cool. He said Crawford got tested. I'm not sure about Canelo. Okay, well if they got if Vada behind it, then I'm sure they're being thorough. Only thing I don't like, I just don't want them to announce it after the fight. You know what I'm saying? Like when the damage is done. Like if he popped, he popped. Because Dana White now in the UFC got a long history of doing that. They'll get the results, but then they won't release it until after the fight. You know what I'm saying? That's what they was doing in the UFC for John Jones for a while. And other people. KBGJ said, I had a nightmare, Bud got knocked out. You should have kept that nightmare to yourself, brother. Coming over here with that bad juju, man. Let me see here. What we got here? Boxer fan times 4 in the super chat with that 2-piece. Appreciate the love. He says, I just seen the draw is plus 1,600. What? Plus 1,600? Hold on one second now. Okay, my bad. Plus 1,600 is crazy. Yeah, I got to put some money on that for sure. Got to put some money on that. That's crazy. And what website you on? Boxing Fan Times 4. Yeah, I gotta see what website you on for that one. I'm gonna have to go looking at that. See where I can put some money on that before the fight. Jermaine, I was just talking about that earlier about the Najee interview and with Ryan. I just think it's lame. I don't know what's wrong with these dudes, man. I mean, Ryan never had to take any punishment for cheating. He got a complete pass for cheating because people act like it's some weird conspiracy theory where everybody else is guilty but not Ryan. The black dude set him up or something. You know what I'm saying? Devin Haney and then Bill ain't got no power according to everybody else. But when it comes to rigging a drug test and having the New York State Athletic Commission in their back pocket, now all of a sudden Bill and Devin is the most powerful people in boxing or something. Like, bro, these excuses are ridiculous. But Najee gave him a pass on that. He gave him a pass on the racism. You know what I'm saying? So, whatever, man. I don't put no faith in these dudes no more, man. These dudes everybody ain't solid, bro. Dude, Ryan know what he can get away with. He know black folks ain't gonna stand on no business. Most of them, he know that, and that's why he said what he said back in the day. He said, "I can say what I want to. Ain't nobody gonna touch me." The only person to this day, to do something to Ryan in public was Caleb Plant, and that's why I rock with Caleb Plant. Everybody else, oh man, Caleb Plant, this and that, man. Leave Caleb alone. Caleb cool with me. He said, did I hear about the white tennis player that got mad because the black Yeah, I seen that. I seen that. That's typical though. That's what they do. They want you to be humble in victory. When you win, you're supposed to keep your head down. Thank you, master. Thank you for the opportunity, master. The moment you scream, yeah, yeah, then that's when the Jack Johnson rules apply. And Joe Louis rules, because they told Joe Louis, don't you ever celebrate and beating a white man. Don't ever celebrate. Be humble, because we don't want another Jack Johnson in our hands. So they still got those rules in play in all the sports, man. That's why they hate Deion Sanders so much. Deion's cocky. He raised his sons to be confident. You know what I'm saying? And they want the word that they always use towards black people is humble. You notice that? He's not humble enough. Has he been humbled yet? We need to humble him. What does that mean? What is this humbleness? Why do you need me to not be confident? Because my confidence makes you insecure. See what I'm saying? My self-assuredness makes you insecure is ridiculous. But that's what they do, man. These people, something wrong with these people. Let's see what we got here. Box Fan times 4 back in the super chat. See DraftKings and Betway. Okay. I gotta figure out how to use it. Sunchild said they really want to belittle you. Your confidence disturbs them. Yeah. And the first thing they do whenever they see you smiling or happy or proud or confident is they try to take it away from you. I'm telling you, but I promise you, bro, it's something in them people genetically that your joy, your happiness, they want to take it from you. Did I ever see that interview where who was it, Venus Williams? I think Venus Williams when she was a kid. And she's sitting there on a couch being interviewed. Her dad was in the background, and this pink reporter was interviewing her. And he asked her something, and she said she believed in herself. She's like, "Yeah, I can do it. I'm gonna win." And then he was like, "Why are you so confident?" She's like, "I believe I can win." He's like, "But why? But why?" Like, what? Her daddy had to interject. Like, "What you mean? Why?" She said what she said. What are you trying to do? I'm telling you, bro, it's something wrong with these people, bro. They cannot stand to see you confident and believing in yourself. Anytime you happy, they want to knock that smile off your face. They want to tell you ain't did nothing. You ain't never accomplished nothing. Oh, yeah. I mean, what do you have to be happy about? Why are you confident? I mean, your people never done anything. When we found you people, you were swinging from trees and living in mud huts and spear chucking. You guys had never seen a wheel or a boat before when we came and this and that. But that's lies. Black folks been traveling around the world before y'all people even existed. We didn't traveled everywhere. We all up in we in Papua New Guinea, we in Asia, we in Europe, we everywhere. We in the Americas. We done went spread all over the world. But they'll tell you we ain't know what boats was. We didn't know what a wheel was. Then they'll tell you the Egyptians wasn't black. Egyptians wasn't black. Egyptians were Arabs. Boy, oh my God, bro. So this is my question to all of you people who say the ancient Egyptians, not the current Egyptians, for all you people that say that the ancient Egyptians wasn't black, right? Shout out to my brother Drew Titan LLC in the building. So if for all y'all to say that the ancient Egyptians wasn't black, okay. If the ancient Egyptians were Arab, why there ain't no pyramids and structures like that in Arabia? Why? If the so-called Israelites built the pyramids, why ain't no pyramids or no structures like that out there in Jerusalem and them places? But you know where you do find pyramids? In the Sudan. Oh, where they jet black. Ooh, they jet black down there. Ain't no excuses for that. You find pyramids in the Americas. So I'm just saying, if y'all did all this, why you ain't got no pyramids nowhere else? If you can find pyramids in Mexico and in the Sudan, why ain't none where y'all at? That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. My goodness gracious. Say in Nigeria, yeah. There's pyramids all over the place, man. Except for where them people at. But they swear. They always trying to make it seem like you ain't did nothing. You didn't know nothing. I'm telling you, even what they did with that movie, what they did with the movie Black Panther. Okay? When Black Panther movie came out, I'm talking about, boy, these people were so upset, bro, by us having a superhero. Like the world was ending or something. I mean, they all over conservative. Oh, this is stupid. This is dumb. Wakanda doesn't exist. There's no such thing as Wakanda. Why are you happy? It's not a real place. Neither is Gotham, Metropolis, or whatever else Superman and Batman from. So why are you so threatened by us being happy? I'm telling you, man, these people evil, man. They're evil. And then you got black folks running around here playing into it. But anyway, man. Yeah, but anyway, man. So Crawford and Canelo, it's gonna be interesting, man. Tough fight. Brother Code 10 said Blue Marvel is the next black superhero. I'm not sure. I'm not familiar with Blue Marvel. Let me Google him real quick. Let me see here. All right, Blue Marvel comic character. Okay, I see him here. Who gonna play him? I'm not familiar with this comic character though. Who is Blue Marvel? What he do? I'm gonna have to ask Stormy B Man and Drew Titan. I'm not familiar with him. My brother Drew Titan LLC in the super chat with that 5-piece. Appreciate the love, bro. He says they mad at T'Challa. Meanwhile, all those pilgrims go to Star Wars and Star Trek conventions for over 50 years, right? Man, that's all I'm saying, bro. Crazy. But you know, just seeing one of our babies on Halloween dressed up as Black Panther and being proud just irked them so much, bro. I'm telling you, I've seen it with my own eyes. It irked them, man. Hitman X in the super chat with that 10-piece. Appreciate the support, bro. So if you watch the Bill Cosby Black History documentary, you'll understand why people are mad at Black Panther. You talking about the old one? I've seen the old one. You talking about the one from the 70s? Let me see here. Urban Engine says same thing with the Maya in 78. Shout out to Legendary Topcast. Yeah, shout out to Topcast. Yeah, these people some strange, man. They cannot deal with they want to erase our history. They don't want you to know you got no history. What's up with Showtime? What it do, fam? They don't want you to know you got no history. They want you to be depressed and thinking that your history started with slavery. You know what I'm saying? Your history started with Rosa Parks and Martin Luther King or something like that. That's all they want you to, you know what I'm saying? They don't want anything before that. They want to, you didn't even exist. You were somewhere, you swinging from trees and eating plantains and bananas. That's what they want you to believe. And then, bro, you want to know how vicious these people is? Now, bruh, they literally take control of everything, bro. I was watching this documentary. You know, sometimes I just be watching random documentaries because I'm interested in different things, right? Now, this could be true. I don't know, but I doubt it. I don't trust nothing these people say. But this cat was trying to say how. Listen to this now. Just think about this. This guy said that he said some white guy. I don't know his name. I can't remember. But this white guy discovered the banana and the plantain. I'm thinking like, wait a minute. Okay, wait. The word discovery is racist to me. The word discovery is racist. How do you discover something if other people are already eating it, bruh? How? The word discovery is racist, man. How do you discover a land where people are already there with civilizations? This is how you know it's something wrong. I don't even want to turn this video into that, bro. I'm just saying, bro, something wrong with these people, fam. Do you know how arrogant you gotta be to say you discovered a food source that other people are already eating? This is crazy. It's like me going to. I ain't gonna say nothing. I ain't gonna go there. Save it for Patreon. Yeah, I'm gonna save it for the Patreon. I ain't gonna do it. But anyway, so give me your predictions, man, on this Crawford Canelo situation, man. We know it's a tough task, man. Press 1 if you got Crawford winning by any means. Press 2 if you got Canelo. Press 3 if you're unsure. 1 for Crawford, 2 for Canelo, 3 if you're unsure. Okay. A few Crawfords in here. BBO got Canelo. Sheldon is unsure. Okay. What you say, Drew? You said the chick said she discovered the chopped cheese. Man, you gotta be bull job. Ain't no way she discovered the chopped cheese. Yeah, I got Bud, and I'm gonna ride with Bud on this one. See how it go. I hope he pull this off, man. I really do. I hope he pull it off. BVO say, General, I thought you liked Canelo. No, I respect his hands. I don't like Canelo. No, sirree. Canelo a juice man. He's a juice man. I respect his hands though. He can fight. He can definitely fight. He got a good solid chin. But not against even if I did like him, I wouldn't pick him over Bud. Ain't no way, no how. Hey, Coach Hudson, what it do, fam? Pancho Villa said, according to my boxing knowledge, I feel the weight will be a factor. Yeah, it's definitely gonna be a factor. This is why Bud can't afford to get hit clean. Because if he get caught in the midst of an exchange with one of them Canelo overhands, man, Lord have mercy. Phenomenal Mexican, what to do, fam? He says 78 pink people are mad that there are Mexicans in Mexico that they play Mexican music. You can't make this ish up. Well, they crazy, bro. They crazy. And what I don't understand is how you leave your landmass, travel around the world, harass and steal and pillage off of everybody else, and then turn around, build a system that discriminates against everybody else and puts you on top, and then start whining hundreds of years later when the laws try to correct themselves and say, hey, you know what? You did everybody dirty. It's time to make this stuff even now. No, it's not fair. That's reverse racism. It's not fair. Why do we need affirmative action? Like they did in South Africa. Bro, Elon Musk is a racist. Donald Trump is racist. All of them racist, bro. I don't want to hear no pink people crying about nothing. How you go and steal somebody else's land, eliminate millions of people, and then the remaining people set up a system of apartheid where they some second-class citizens, kind of like what Israel's doing to Palestine, right? But South Africa was worse. But you get what I'm saying. They did similar things. But then when new government takes over and says we're going to return this land back to the original people, we're leaving. This is not fair. The blacks are taking over. I'm telling you, man, these people crazy. Pancho Villa say, fam, can we have a cool conversation about the fact that of the matter? Oh, let me go back up. I missed it. Let me see. That Mayweather tested positive for IV usage. Before I believe Mayweather was on PEDs against Pacquiao. No, I don't believe Mayweather was on PEDs before Pacquiao. Not at all. I think Floyd Mayweather definitely used IVs before to rehydrate, and he could have been on PEDs. He could have been on PEDs, but I don't believe he was on. And the only reason why I'm suspicious of Floyd in his latter career, not early, I'm talking about the last couple of years of his career. The only reason why I was suspicious is because something weird happened one time where a reporter asked Floyd about TRT. I don't know if y'all remember this interview. Floyd was talking. He was doing an interview. He was confident. He was laughing and smiling and stuff. And the reporter said, "Hey, Floyd, there's been some reports." I'm paraphrasing. He said, "There's been some reports of use of testosterone replacement therapy by you or whatever." And then Floyd just immediately was like, Leonard, handle this. And then Leonard started talking. I'm like, what in the world is that? That was weird to me. But I don't believe it. I think it has to be proven because Floyd was one of the leaders in pushing for random blood and urine testing. And I definitely don't believe he was on that for the Pacquiao fight. No way, no how. Let me see here. Let's see what we got here. Corbin says they admitted that Pac been juicing, cheating. Darth in the super chat with that 10 piece. Much love, much appreciation. Says Crawford by now has tested different weight to move up around and during sparring. He says he's not dumb. Also, where would you have ranked Guillermo Rigondeaux had he beaten Lomachenko after moving up all that weight? It would have still been too early to rank Rigondeaux all time because Rigondeaux only had a few fights. Like he didn't have a lengthy career because he got into the pros in America late. But man, I was hoping Rigondeaux would have won, but they did Rigondeaux dirty, man. Boxing is so corrupt. But I don't know where I would have ranked him though. I would have to go back into my mind. Would have to go back into the time of what was going on in boxing. He definitely would have been number 1 or 2 pound for pound at that time. Bush Baby Boxing in the super chat with that 10 piece. Much love, much appreciation. Says salute 78. This fight is an uphill battle for Crawford because of weight. So the smart money is on Canelo by decision, or the fight is ruled a draw. I'm praying hard for Crawford to win. Yeah, man. Heard that, man. I heard that. I'm gonna tell you what though, but like I said in the other video, if Canelo wins, if he beats Crawford, then all Canelo gotta do is fight David Benavidez. If he can beat David Benavidez, that's just raps, man. Even if he don't beat David Benavidez, if he just fight him, then he would have fought. I think at that point he would have fought everybody, and he needed to fight because David Benavidez is haunting Canelo. You know what I'm saying? If Canelo beats Crawford, he goes up in weight and fights David Benavidez at 175. He clears that up. Hey, man, now we got to start talking about where does Canelo rank among the greatest Mexican fighters of all time? Where does he rank? Because I have a hard time, even though Canelo got some good names on his resume, I have a hard time putting him over Chavez, the real Chavez, not Julio Cartel, but the real Chavez. I got a hard time putting him over Juan Manuel Marquez. I'm not sure if I'll put him over Salvador Sanchez. I'm not sure. Maybe. I don't know, man. I don't know. I gotta see if he can beat Crawford and beat Benavidez. Then we'll revisit that conversation. D. Munson say Rigondeaux made the booger weights relevant. Facts. Big facts. Said Oscar De La Hoya has more names on his resume. Yeah, I mean, you know, Oscar is Mexican American. I mean, I guess you could put him in the same category for the sake of argument. Oscar is definitely one of the greatest. You know, yeah, Oscar was a beast back in the day. I actually love watching Oscar fight before I found out he was a creepazord. King G, the boxologist, what's happening with it, bro? Said, hey, Sammy, if Crawford completely washes Canelo, would you be opposed to Crawford fighting the monster? Huh? Oh, you talking David Benavidez? I thought you were talking about Inouye. I'm like, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, let Inouye move up and wait so Crawford can destroy him. You talking about Benavidez? I think Benavidez is too tall. He's too tall. I think he's too tall, man. He's going. I don't think Crawford can beat David Benavidez. To be honest with you, I don't think. I think this is just too much. Benavidez is bigger than Canelo. He's taller, and he's just gonna. There's nothing Crawford can do to stop that. That's like me fighting Michael Myers or Jason Voorhees or something. You know what I'm saying? Even if I got a baseball bat, it ain't nothing to stop him. I can have a 9mm heater, 4.5, ain't nothing gonna stop him. So I would advise Crawford to stay away from Benavidez. That's just too much. He fight Benavidez, he might as well fight Anthony Joshua. Oh boy. Yeah, I'm not. Lala say I would never bet against David Benavidez. Yeah, I'm not betting against Crawford or Benavidez, but if they fight each other, I'm gonna have to. I can't pick Crawford to beat Benavidez. That's too much. Pancho Villa say, "Fam, I feel Crawford should have been undisputed at 154. Me too, but you know, the PBC pulled some shenanigans. And they sacrificed Jamel to Canelo, and then Jamel didn't come back and defend under his belts. Just hid out, spent that Canelo money." King G say, speaking of Joshua, I think Joshua KO Andre Ward. Yeah, at this stage for sure. Joshua been more active, even though he lost some fights. I think Joshua's very big and heavy. Andre Ward does get hit. I don't see Andre Ward coming back from this many years off and just beating AJ. Now, had this happened, I don't know. I mean, Ward got the he has the skill set and he has the mentality and the heart, but I don't know about that. You think Ward can come back and beat David Benavidez? Now that's a cold fight. Whoo, Lord of mercy. Now Andre Ward and David Benavidez, I would pay to see that one now. That's a more even fight. It's still gonna be hard for Ward to beat Benavidez, especially being off for so long. That's gonna be extremely hard. G Code Ward said, "Ain't no point in Ward's career where he would beat AJ." Gregory X said, "I see Crawford exploiting Canelo bad knees by turning him. Since Canelo still hasn't learned to properly cut off the ring." Mm-hmm. Prince Akeem, what's happening with it? Smash the like button, y'all. Get them likes all the way up. Share the video. All that good stuff. I'm gonna holler at y'all in a minute, man. From the kickback, watch me some of these TV shows, man. I was watching on Netflix, and try to catch up on some of this sleep that I missed out on. Get up and go feed these dogs. Holler at y'all in a minute, though, man. Thank y'all for joining, man. 78 Sports TV. Salute to the mighty LDBC. Smash that like button on the way out. Share the video. Much love to the chat. Super chat, cash apps. I'm up out of here. Deuces.